Black females are going to suffer the most from this. If this is true, they're going to get it the worst. Why? Because the type of guys they date cannot contribute or help them with paying any bills. Listen, we all been telling them for a very long time, stop dating thugs and get yourself a nice guy with a legit job. They don't want to listen. They like having a rumble in the jungle. And this is the reason why they are in this cultural ditch that they are in. The whole black community. Because they allow these fake thugs to run rapid, run amok, just do whatever they want. Without any penalties. Without turning them in. Then this black female has the nerve to have this savage inside her home. He's walking around the house with his Timberland boots, dreadlocks, a mouthful of gold teeth, and a single loose Newport cigarette in his ear, calling himself a real N-word. This is what this black female let inside her home. And this is why, if this stuff is true, if Trump really do take away the Section 8 and welfare, you black females, you're done. You're through. You're cooked. There's no coming back from this. You are cooked. Should have got yourself a real man, like everyone been telling you, for the last 60 years. You've been dating these fake thugs. They've been gangbanging for 60 years.
Now, y'all, this is fresh, hot off the press. For y'all that's on Section 8, Trump said no more. An executive order has been put in to throw you off. I'm glad I let mine go. Ow! I'm glad I let mine go because you know what? I always had the mindset when it came to the government. And I know that they could take this shit at any given time. And I know a lot of people get comfortable. You cannot get comfortable when it comes to government assistance. I remember back when my daughter when she was born, she had a lung disease. She had pulmonary hypertension. She was getting SSI. And there was people that would tell me, lady, why is you still working? Your daughter getting a check, blase, blase, blase. Because they could take that shit at any given time. I never sat there and got comfortable with government assistance because I know the government could take that at any given moment. So y'all that's on government assistance, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, he working. He out here working. We can't say he ain't doing nothing. He working.
Okay, whatever y'all doing, stop. Now, listen to me. This is about to blow you guys' fucking minds. Excuse my French. But did y'all hear about President Trump's decision to end Section 8? Did y'all, hello, for the ones in the back, did y'all hear it? Did you hear it? If you haven't, you better go and, because he's trying to get rid of all the Section 8. No more free rent. Okay? All right? Gucci, Louis, all of you guys traveling all around the world and shit because y'all got Section 8 paying your rent. That is over. Yeah. It's over. So go get a job. And by the way, I'm hiring. So Trump is supposedly changing the requirements to qualify for EBT, Section 8, and welfare. So if you are on these things or trying to get on these things, Trump is requiring you to work at least 30 hours a week to maintain or qualify for these assistances. This is one of those changes that he's making that I don't think I'm upset with, because a lot of people use these assistances as crutches because they know that they can rely on this and don't have to do anything or do the bare minimum. So he's kind of pulling that crutch away from them and taking that dependency away from them. So I don't think I'm mad with this one. But if you're one of those that I'm talking about that know that they get this and they're lazy as hell and they voted for him, don't you dare complain, because this is who you voted for. This is who you voted for. Don't you lift the...
So Trump just froze federal aid. And you want to know what that federal aid affects? Number 1, SNAP. Number 2, Section 8. Number 3, Medicaid. Number 4, Head Start. Number 5, WIC. And a slew of other programs that get funded by federal aid. Now, I've been saying since the election, get your shit together, get your shit in order. Been saying it. I'm gonna be okay. Because I always been preparing for I've expected the best and always prepared for the worst. But the ones who depend on that, it's gonna be a little rough. They said Social Security and Medicare is not gonna be affected. And the funny thing is, I'm in the process of getting my Medicare benefits. I'm waiting for them to process my Medicare Part B. I have Medicare Part A already. Because I was going to drop Cover California. But they're pausing this for 90 days. Now, let me ask you. You need to ask yourself, are you going to be able to hang in there for 90 days? Now, with Section 8 and everything, I suggest you talk to your landlord. Also, there's federal money that goes to nonprofits, all the grants and all that stuff. That's on a freeze too. So that ain't gonna be there's not gonna be no rental assistance available. No utility assistance available. So I suggest you figure things out like right now, because it's about, they try to make you suffer. And it doesn't matter. But y'all voted for him. Y'all the ones voted for him. I'm just saying, it's about to get bad.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for people who on Section 8 and on any government assistance. Trump said no more. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Like, I got kicked off of Section 8 2 years ago and just started paying regular rent. It's hard, but what about all these people who can barely pay this stuff? Project 25 calls for cuts for all government assistance programs, including SNAP, Medicaid, Section 8, housing assistance, VA benefits. And what's really breaking my heart, I don't care what nobody got to say, mostly people who are on Section 8 is women with kids. It's about to be so many homeless people now, y'all. And not to mention, my cousin just got a letter from her landlord 2 days ago stating that he's selling his whole apartment complex because it's no more Section 8. You cannot get comfortable with anything that's dealing with government assistance. Like, they can throw you off at any given time.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for people who on Section 8 and on any government assistance. Trump said no more. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Like, I got kicked off of Section 8 2 years ago and just started paying regular rent. It's hard, but what about all these people who can barely pay this stuff?